The Mr.kdey.English podcast. Host, Emily, Solo Masterclass. Episode, Beyond I'm Fine, How to Express Your Real Emotions in English. Performing Arts Part 1, Moving Past the Robotic I'm Fine. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mr.Kdey Channel, where learning English is easy, natural, and fun. I'm Emily. It is so wonderful to be here in the studio with you today. I was just sitting here thinking about how fast this entire week went by. My own week was completely wild, but right now, sitting here and connecting with you, I feel really good. You know, when I walked into the building today, someone asked how I was doing. And do you know what I did? Like a robot, I automatically said, I am fine, thank you. We all do it because it's easy. It's like an automatic button inside our brains just pushes itself. But the truth is, as humans, we are rarely just fine, right? Our hearts have so many different colors and feelings every single day. Today, I want to help you express those real emotions in English. So, let's start with a perfect word for when life gets way too busy, overwhelmed. Pushpin vocabulary focus. Overwhelmed, feeling like you have too much to do and not enough time. On Tuesday, I felt so overwhelmed. I had 4 different meetings and my phone would not stop ringing. See? Saying I'm fine does not explain that heavy feeling at all. It just hides the truth. Part 2, vocabulary for anxious, relieved, and frustrated moments. Now, what about when we worry about what might happen in the future? The word you need is anxious. When you are anxious, you feel nervous or uneasy about what is coming next, like when you have a big job interview and your mind keeps imagining bad things. But then, when the interview is over and you actually get the job, you feel relieved. Relieved is honestly the best feeling ever. It is like a giant backpack full of rocks is suddenly lifted off your back. On the other hand, if you try your best but the results are bad, you might feel frustrated. Think about when you spend an hour cooking a nice meal, and then you drop the entire plate right on the floor. You want to cry and yell at the same time. That is the perfect definition of frustrated. Let's balance this out with some positive and quiet emotions. Excited, filled with high energy and happiness for something coming up, like waiting for a package to arrive or seeing an old friend. Proud, the feeling of deep satisfaction when you achieve a big goal. For example, when you study hard and finally understand a difficult English movie, I feel so proud of you. Disappointed, that quiet, sad feeling when things did not go the way you hoped. It is a completely normal part of life. Part 3, asking deeper questions and showing empathy. Because how are you usually gets a boring, generic answer, we need to know how to ask deeper questions when we care about someone. If you see a friend who looks a bit quiet, you can gently use these phrases. How are you feeling? This shows you are asking about their heart, not just making polite conversation. Are you okay? Use this when you notice a sudden change in their mood. Do you want to talk about it? This creates a safe space for someone to open up. But what if a friend opens up to you and says they are sad or struggling? You cannot just say, oh, okay, and change the subject. That would feel very cold. Instead, use these empathy phrases. Speaking head top empathy phrases to memorize. I hear you. This means I validate your emotion, and your feelings make sense. That sounds tough. Use this to acknowledge their difficulty. I'm here for you. These 4 simple words can completely change someone's day by letting them know they are not alone. Part 4, a message of hope and faith. Sometimes people experience very deep, difficult emotions like feeling discouraged, lonely, or even hopeless. There are seasons in life where the clouds look so dark and you feel like you cannot find the exit. It is a heavy reality. But as Christians, we always remember that we are never truly alone, even in the darkest valleys. Faith is like an anchor for our souls when the storms of life start blowing hard. Prayer is such a powerful gift. We can bring our anxiety, our sadness, and our tears directly to Jesus Christ, the Son of God. I always find an incredible sense of peace when I pray during stressful weeks. It feels like transferring the heavy weight from my shoulders to His. Trusting God does not mean our problems disappear instantly, but it means we have a perfect peace inside. He also places family and good friends around us to lift us up when we are weak. We should never isolate ourselves when we feel down. Sharing your heart with a loved one makes the burden so much lighter. There is always hope, and tomorrow is always a beautiful new day filled with God's grace. Mid-show break, join our community. If you are enjoying this lesson and learning these new expressions, please take a quick moment to click the like button and subscribe to the Mr.kdey channel. Sharing this video with a friend who is also practicing English helps us grow this beautiful community. Let's do a little interactive exercise. Go down to the comments right now and tell me, how are you really feeling today? Remember, you are not allowed to use the word fine. Try using overwhelmed, excited, anxious, or relieved. I cannot wait to read your stories. Part 5, Colorful Idioms and Physical Reactions. Now, let's look at some fun idioms that Americans use to describe their feelings. These will make you sound incredibly fluent. Idiom what it means. Example: on cloud 9, incredibly happy. When I finally bought my new bicycle, I was on cloud 9. Under the weather, feeling a little sick or tired. I think I will stay home today. I feel a bit under the weather. Down in the dumps, feeling really sad or discouraged. He has been down in the dumps since he lost his keys. Butterflies in my stomach. A nervous, fluttery feeling before an event. Before I gave my speech, I had major butterflies in my stomach. It is amazing how our bodies physically react to the things we feel inside our minds. For instance, when you are scared, you say, "My heart is racing," because you can feel it thumping inside your chest. If you are extremely worried, you might have a knot in your stomach, which feels like your stomach is twisted into a tightrope. And when people get nervous before a meeting, they often get sweaty palms, making their hands completely wet. It happens to everyone. It's just a sign that your body cares about the moment. Part 6, Grammar Corner. I am versus I feel. I want to share a tiny language secret regarding a question students ask me all the time. What is the difference between I am angry and I feel angry? They are very close, but there is a beautiful shift in meaning. When you say, I am angry, it sounds like the anger is defining your entire identity in that moment. It is very strong. It's like you are the emotion itself. But when you say, I feel angry, it separates you from the emotion. It sounds more like a temporary state that will eventually pass. Using I feel sad is much healthier and softer than saying I am sad. It reminds us that feelings come and go like the weather, but they do not change who we are. Part 7, Final Review and Self-Practice. To help you practice, I want you to read this short dialogue out loud. Imagine you are talking to a friend who is having a stressful day. Practice both sides of the conversation in front of a mirror. Friend, honestly, I'm just feeling incredibly overwhelmed with this new project deadline. You, practice empathy. I hear you. That sounds really tough. Do you want to talk about it over a cup of coffee? I am always here for you. See how much better that is than just saying I'm fine? It allows people to connect deeply. Don't forget, if you want to practice these phrases dynamically, you can use Mr.kdey.AI, our smart assistant. You can chat about your day and practice expressions of empathy without feeling nervous about making mistakes. The link is right down in the video description. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a beautiful, blessed week, everyone. Keep practicing, stay positive, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Bye.